All right. So obviously, it's a hell of a win for us. I thought our guys showed a lot of fortitude and just hanging in there, keep battling. It's a really good football team that we just played. You know, they've been perennially one of the teams in the AFC that was one of the teams you talk about all the way to the end. So I think they're well coached, and I thought it was a heck of a game, and I was proud of our guys for being able to hang in there, and make just enough plays to win it.
Yeah, what was the key to just 3 turnovers and just constantly?
Guys made some plays. You know what I mean? Look, I thought the block punt gave us a little bit of energy there early in the game. And then I think our guys had opportunities to make plays on the ball, and they finished and capitalized on it. And I think that's probably something that we maybe didn't execute as much in the previous season, but our guys made some plays when they needed to, and it was good to see. I thought defensively, I thought it was pretty good.
Why did Marshawn come off for that play and then Yaddle making the play immediately?
It wasn't injury. I'm not sure exactly what it was in terms of why he came out. I think part of it was he got a little gassed a little bit, which is kind of to be expected. He missed a lot of time, and we played a lot of down safety. We played a lot of man-to-man, and he was having to cover receivers on every single down. So I thought he played a hell of a game. I thought our secondary made some plays on the ball. I thought it was tight in coverage. Everything they got, they had to earn. And I thought we did a good job up front being able to get a little pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, speaking of execution, how proud are you of the fourth quarter execution overall and going down the stretch?
Yeah, look, I mean, the best teams are able to finish in this league, and we were able to, get into a competitive game in the fourth quarter and make enough plays to win the game. So proud of the team for being able to do that.
Dennis, it seemed like every time you went into the dime, you gave them a lot of trouble. What was it about that was working for you?
Well, look, I mean, I think it's a combination of rush and coverage. I thought our guys did a good job of executing the pass rush patterns that we had up front, and we did a good job of being tight in coverage and not giving them easy completions for the most part. So I think that's the key to good pass defense. You have to have both elements involved there, and I thought both elements were there in the game today.
Dennis, it was probably like a 50-50 decision based on analytics for the Titans there to take the field goal instead of going for 4th and 4 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Did you have a hope? I mean, did you want your defense to get a chance to close it out right there? Or
I wanted to win the game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at that point, the ball's not in my court, but I was comfortable with whatever outcome we had because I had confidence that our offense could, run the clock out. And that's, exactly what we did. So,
obviously, Tennessee has a great defensive front, but when the run game is limited as much as it was today, does that really kind of handcuff everything you want to do on offense?
yeah, look, I thought we weren't able to run the ball very effectively at all today. I mean, obviously, that's a good front that we played. They led the league in terms of run defense last year, so we knew it was going to be difficult to run the ball. But I thought that also made it a little bit more difficult in terms of protecting the quarterback early on in the game. I thought we did a much better job, as the game wore on, of being able to get a little bit more protection for Derek, and we started to be able to hit a few plays down the field. So, obviously that's something that we've got to improve on. And look. We're excited about the fact that we won the game against a really good team, and yet we know that there's a ton of stuff that we have to clean up. There's a lot of things that we have to get better at in really a short time to do it. So, we're going to enjoy this win, but yet we're going to start, we're going to turn our focus to Carolina and get ready for, a divisional opponent.
Did you make any adjustments in the pass protection, or was it just staying out of 3rd and long more often?
Yeah, look, we made a few, adjustments, got – a couple of chips over there, particularly to Trevor, to help him out over there. And so that's, it's pretty common in our league. You go in with a plan and you have a few things and you see how things are working, and then you have to make some adjustments. So I thought our offense did a nice job of making a couple of adjustments to give us some, opportunities to make some plays.
Are you concerned
by what you saw from him today, Coach?
From Trevor Penning?
Yes.
No, I'm not concerned. This guy's going to be a good player. You got a young guy that's playing against a extremely good front. So does he have to get better? Absolutely. Am I concerned? No. I think we just keep our head down and keep going to work, and we'll keep getting better, and we'll make our evaluations, when we get to the end of the season, see where we're at. But I think this kid's going to be just fine.
Dennis and Jeff are always talking about iron sharpening iron. Do you feel like you saw that, I guess, especially defensively on this?
Yeah, look, I mean, our guys have been, competing for, what's it been the last, call it, month and a half or so. And I thought we had a great camp. I thought our guys worked extremely hard. I thought they were focused on what we had to do in the game. I did think we were a little bit out of sorts early in the game. We had to kind of calm down just a little bit, and once we kind of got settled in, we did all right. But I thought, after the opening kickoff and turning the ball over like that, like we did, and then to have the defense go out there and force a field goal in that situation against a team that's been a really good red zone offense, I thought that was huge for our confidence, for our team.
Dennis, the job that Derek did, and especially in those critical, at the end of the game, those kind of things. Overall, how would you grade how he did today?
Yeah, look, I thought there was a lot of good things that I saw. I'm sure there's a few things that we probably need to look at and maybe get fixed. I think early on in the game, like I said, I don't know that we did as good a job as we needed to in terms of getting protection for him. And once we kind of settled that in a little bit more, I thought you saw in the second half, I thought you saw a little bit more effectiveness in the passing game. But, we felt like there might be some opportunities, down the field. And the big pass play there to Rashid there at the end, obviously the touchdown pass, those were big plays in the game.
How do you think Rashid handled the emotional highs and lows? He was involved in a lot of big plays, the near misses early. How did he handle that?
Look, I think overall he did well. You got to remember, here's another young guy that doesn't have a ton of experience and missed a ton of camp, And look, that was the first time that he'd ever been tackled since last season, And so those are all lessons that you learn, and obviously they're much easier to learn those lessons coming off a win.
How'd you feel about the way that Blake Ruby, just managed this moment in a game where?
Yeah, I thought he kicked the ball well. The 52 yards. So the 52-yarder there was a huge kick in the game. So that was great to see the kid knock that thing through. I thought he kicked the ball off well. So I was pleased with the way he performed.
Speaking of defense, holding the Titans to 3 at the beginning, how critical was it for the offense to answer those 3 points?
Yeah, it was big. I think, one of the big differences in the game, obviously, is, the turnover takeaway ratio, I think, was a big factor in the game. I include the block punt in there. So if you said that, you'd say there was 4, takeaways in the game, 4 plays that changed, the field position and the momentum of the game. So I thought that was huge. And then I thought, with the exception of the kneel down play at the end, we were 1 of 3 in the red zone. They were 0 for 3 in the red zone in terms of scoring touchdowns. So I thought that was a big factor in the game.
Can you talk about Carl Granderson's performance today, 1.5 sacks?
Yeah, look, I mean, Carl's been a guy that man, he's worked extremely hard, and he's just continued to get better and better and better, and I think that's a testament to the way that he works, because the guy comes in and he doesn't say a whole lot. He just comes in, does his work, does his job, and keeps getting better. So, guy with talent that's willing to work. I feel like we can help him be a better football player. He's kind of making his way into that.
Dennis, it's just like a pump and go. Was that something you guys had seen on tape as far as the touchdown?
Yeah, it was something that we felt like we might have an opportunity you know, against them. And I thought Pete called it right at the right time. And you know, I thought, you know, Shaheed, I don't know if it was the greatest route in the world, but he just ran by him, you know, and Derek put it in a good spot. And so, yeah, it was awesome. All good, brother.
You guys had to run the clock out there with a little less than 2 minutes left, and you hit, I think, a second and long to put the ball in Derek's hands there and just let it go slant and win the game. What does that say about the trust y'all have?
Yeah. Look, we've been saying it. You know, I've been saying it. I got confidence in our offense, and so when it's time to go make a play, we're gonna call the plays and make the plays that we need to make to win games, and I feel confident in our ability to do that.
And then it's after the turnover on the kickoff, the OB kickoff. How much did the crowd factor into how well your defense was able to play with things?
God, that's a long time ago. I don't really. I mean, but
They had 2 football stars. So I ain't gonna-
yeah, look, the crowd was awesome, you know, and look, I've said this. I told DeMario this. Like this crowd is the best crowd in football, particularly when we're playing well on defense, and that's really our responsibility defensively is to keep the crowd in the game. And so, I think they were a big part, you know, particularly early in the game.
Coach, right here, you know, from where Shaheed was last year, what does today's play say about his growth in a year?
Yeah, look, he's much further along than where he was at this point last year, you know, and yet there's so much more growth available to that kid. I just see a ton of potential in him. I don't think he's anywhere near where he can be, and I'm excited about watching, you know, him continue to grow as the season goes on. Go ahead, Ed.
He made 2 really football savvy plays by getting down inbounds to burn clock. You don't usually see that from a player, as you say, who doesn't have a lot of experience.
Yeah, look, I think, well, a couple things. Okay, I thought there was excellent communication going on from Pete to Derek to the guys in the huddle. So we all knew exactly what we needed to do on each one of those plays, and we all knew the importance of making sure that we stayed in bounds, and obviously he executed the play, you know, just like we would have liked him to.
Dennis, how do you feel your defense contained Derrick Henry?
Look, overall, I thought we did a hell of a job. You know, the one screen play got out on us, and that would be probably the one play I'd like to have back. But other than that, I thought overall we did a pretty good job of minimizing what they were able to do offensively. All right, guys.